Good morning, everyone. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Welcome to the live. I appreciate you guys. So, y'all click the like button and happy holidays. It's almost Thanksgiving and Christmas. I really don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so I already decorated a little bit early. I don't have my tree up yet, but I do have a little bit of decor for Christmas. And I also have something to share with y'all. Okay, so a very nice person by the name of Amy. She has her own business and she makes jewelry. And she reached out to me. She's a member of the Patreon. So she joined Patreon and reached out. She joined and reached out to me, and I appreciate you. Hey, girl. Hey, Amy. And she has a store on Instagram by the name of Joyful Jewelry by Anne. And I have her linked in the description as the first link and also pinned at the top of the comments. So y'all go check out her jewelry store. And she sent me some goodies. Let's see what she sent me. Okay. Ooh, these are handmade bracelets that she makes, and they're very heavy. They're like made out of real gemstones and gold, like plated beads. So these are high quality. These aren't the cheap stuff that you could buy in the store. They're heavy. They're like weighted. So she says to roll them on, don't stretch them out. These are beautiful. Look at the gemstone. Look at that. They're real stones, and they have little crystal beads as well as the gold plated. And I chose these for like the holiday colors. And this one is a pearl one. Look at that. This is really cute. This will be great in the summer and spring for like mermaid core. Love that. And then here's a really pretty pink one. These are real gemstones and real gold plated. Sorry, I have some makeup on my fingers. Real gold plated beads. Okay, so these are high quality bougie beads, I'm going to call it. And Joyful Jewelry by Amy on Instagram. Her link is in the description bar as the first link and pinned at the top of the live comments. This is really pretty. Look at this. Real pearls. Okay. I'm going to be wearing these this season. This is like right up my alley. These are so my style. Look at that. The pearls are real. Okay. And then I got these colors for the holidays because they're so pretty. So I'm going to be wearing, I'm going to roll this on. I'm going to be wearing my holiday beads and jewelry. But yeah, I think, let me see. That is what I chose from her shop because these are so beautiful. I love these. I'm going to put the pearl one on too. So thank you, Amy. I love them. I'm going to be wearing them all season. I like a nice stack. Okay. Very pretty and heavy, like not that cheap stuff that you buy at the store. These are handmade, gold plated, real pearl. So y'all check it out. Great Christmas gifts. Support a sprinkle entrepreneur, business owner. Okay, Joyful Jewelry by Amy. She's on Instagram, linked in the description bar as the first link. Her Instagram is at Amy11Joy. Y'all go ahead and follow her and give her a shout out and tell her I sent you there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. And she sent me a really nice card. I'm going to read it later. Okay. Because I know it probably doesn't want me to share that with y'all. That might be private. All right. So thank you, Amy. I appreciate you rocking your jewelry. Yes, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, so let's get into it, y'all. How are y'all this morning? We're going to be talking about you can level up and do better because we know we can. Okay, how many of y'all have actually leveled up and done better since watching my videos? Okay, put some emojis in the comments. I don't know, whichever one you think is appropriate. The sprinkle emoji. Ha ha ha. So, because we can do it, we can all level up. Some people are just needing permission. So I'm here to give you that permission. Thank you, Valentina. Bought brown real fur and got your French manicure done. No fur, no dusties will ever approach you. Amen. Okay, Miss Valentina. No dust repellent for sure. Okay, I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Period. Thank y'all. Okay, so then y'all all agree that it is possible to level up and go do better. Choose better for yourself, choose better for your life, have better standards, higher standards, and keep the dust away. Definitely. You don't have to entertain dust. You don't have to listen to dust. Dust is irrelevant. Dust will not approach. In fact, if you level up so hard, you will repel dust literally. Okay. You will never have to deal with dust again. Okay. Yeah. Because you will repel dust naturally by leveling up to a level where they know they can't reach, so they don't even bother. They don't even bother no more. They're like, oh, I can't. She looks expensive, you know? And there's a difference between looking expensive with high self-esteem and high standards or looking expensive and desperate. Because there's a lot of women out there that are very successful, but they are desperate for any type of man. And so that's why a lot of them are targets for dusties. So you have to also level up your inside, your mental as well. Okay. That goes with the territory. You got yourself a 65-year-old sugar daddy because of you. Thank you. Okay, free agents. Girl, I know that's right. Get his money, get on the wheel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Start your business. Get his money, get on the wheel, start your business. In that order. All right. Shera, why are you always right? I requested my first re-entry fee and he paid. Just wish I would have asked for more now. I know that's right, man, because men circle the block. And when you know your worth, they can't argue with it if it's the truth. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Good for you, ma'am. Hey, Chantrice, I'm so proud of you. Get that re-entry fee. Men will pay that re-entry fee if they want to talk to you. I know that's right. Okay. So we all know now that we can do better. So choose better and raise some standards. You know, your phone is not going to be blowing up with dusties when you have higher standards. You know why? Because there are going to be less men that are trying to, you know, get in and roll around on the mattress with you. If you have high standards, you're going to attract more men that are going to take you seriously. Okay. So you got to understand. Yeah, you might have had a, you know, an active phone when you were a pick Misha, but none of that equated to no money. Y'all got to think about that. What can you do about pulling away after rolling on the mattress with him? Okay, you can pull up to another man that has more money that you don't want to sleep with, and you understand what I teach you, and then follow what I tell you. Stay off the mattress. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you get on the mattress and he doesn't give you any money and he starts pulling away, you know why? Because that's all he wanted. If all you wanted was an investment and a long-term investment, you could have possibly gotten it. He can roll around on the mattress with anybody and ghost them, but he could still be giving you money, taking you out to eat, and investing in you long-term before you even let him think about rolling on the mattress with you. That's what I'm telling y'all. You're not going to keep him by rolling on the mattress. You're going to lose him. Let another girl roll on the mattress with him and lose him. Meanwhile, he's got to get back up in the morning, call you, see what you're doing, and give you some more money because you haven't rolled with them yet. So all you can do is either start over or add another one to the roster until he comes back around and then charge him the re-entry fee. Okay. That's the order. You gotta find another one. You gotta deal with another one. You gotta start a roster. And when he decides he wants to call you back and come back around, re-entry fee him. Okay. Make him start all over. And this time make him invest before he can roll around at any time. Okay. Make him invest long term, get bills paid, get yourself out of debt, get your credit. You're not doing it in the right order. Okay. Provider does provide, but he's controlling and secretive. Should I find someone else? I'm 32 and worried. I don't want to find someone. Okay, well, get his money, start you a business, stack your money, and don't worry about what he's doing. Take him to the vet, get his shots. Don't roll around unprotected. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, because you ain't gonna stop a man from being a man. All you can do is protect yourself and it's take his money and build yourself. And when you sick and tired of being sick and tired, you can go. That's it. Okay, there ain't nothing you're gonna be able to do except what I just told you. If you try to reason, if you try to change them, if you try to do, you just waste your breath. Just get the money, stack it, create what you want out of it. When you're done, go. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Other than your books, what books do you strongly recommend to help me understand the art of leveling up? Books are better. I don't really write books on relationships at all because it's what you make it. You know, you're the prize. So I definitely recommend any Robert Greene books. Okay. Art of Seduction, 48 Laws of Power. Those are the ones you need. You need the mental books. Okay. You got to get your mental right. And you got to understand the world ain't fair. And once you understand that, you can thrive. Okay, because those books will teach you how to navigate and you know, use strategy in this world. Definitely. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, I'm feeling a little Robert Greeny today. I got on my plaid. I actually have a plaid shirt in the same colors, but I ain't finna wear it. Not yet. I'm gonna wait closer to Christmas time. But yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so we definitely read those. Definitely. And you know, if you are a member on my Patreon, tier 2 and up, you also have access to PDF books on there as well. And if you are a VIP mail out member on my Patreon, you're also going to get like, there should be a post up there now about my next virtual meet and greet. So it's the highest tier on my Patreon. If you want to be part of the virtual meet and greet in a couple of weeks, definitely message me on the Patreon. You got to be on the highest tier to qualify to be invited to the virtual meet and greet. It's going to be like a meeting set up where we're all got cameras and we can talk to each other without, you know, all the text and like a lot of people. It'll just be the small amount that are going to join. Okay. How can you level up your appearance? Every day you got to do something towards it. Okay. Every day you got to do that skincare. Every day you got to take care of, you know, your skin, your hair, do your makeup, make sure you're improving on your skills in makeup. Now, we're not all going to start off perfect. Y'all see my videos from years and years ago. I look like crazy, but I kept going and I kept doing better and I kept experimenting with different looks and being creative and, you know, learning how to do this and learning how to do that. It's just a constant improvement and just keep going. Okay. You got to level up your looks by thinking about what type of lifestyle you want, how you want to represent the lifestyle that you actually want. And that's what you need to go for. Now, me, I'd be switching it up so much because I already got everything that I want right now. Well, I could always want more, but I'm pretty satisfied in life, you know. So what I mean, I always want to be going and doing more and getting more money, da, da, da. But once you get to a level where you're comfortable and happy with what you look like and it's beneficial to you in every way, that's what you need to focus on. And that's the goal that you need to get to. So no matter what, just keep going and keep trying different things, you know, calling in some people that may be able to assist you or watching some tutorials on YouTube or whatever, you know. What's your favorite phrase when you want a man to pay for something? You got it right. Thank you, Samantha. Sprinkle, you got it right. Oh, thank you so. I'll just pretend like they already offered it. I said, oh man, thank you so much for buying me this. You're so sweet, right? Then they'll just look at you crazy and buy it. Okay. I just play stupid and dumb. I play coy. I play silly. I play innocent. You know, I use my sense of humor. And I also use my sense of, you know, being a woman. Rub on his shoulders. You got this right, baby. Make him back. Oh, I'm so glad that you're going to help me. You're so sweet for offering, even if they didn't offer. Thank you, Min Lin Tran, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thank you, girl. And then send them your Cash App, your Venmo, your PayPal. And don't sit there and wait on them. Text about 3 other people the same thing and see which one comes through first. Okay? Ask 3 guys for the same thing and see who comes through first. You should have a roster. And you should get to triple, however, whatever you're asking for. Okay? Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Keep your rosters up. Now, some of y'all don't understand what the rosters are, and I'm going to explain that in a little while, but leveling up, your roster also needs to level up. And have a toddler, and father provides. I'm still in debt, but he doesn't want me to leave. What should I do? You should get your looks together. Definitely. and tell him that he needs to go find a second stream of income to get more money to help you pay off your debts. Or you need to find something that you can do at home. Maybe use some of his money to start a business at home. You can get your own money. I don't know. But you need to use his money to get your money up. Or he needs to pay off your debt. Okay? Period. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or cut back on, like, tell him to cut back on something and use that money for your debt. And keep talking about it until he does it. That's all you need to talk about until he does it. You hear me? Nag him, make him go crazy. Keep talking until he takes care of it. Okay. Don't be sitting there afraid to talk about it. Talk about it until he do something about it. Okay. You got to wear him down. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wear him down until he do something about it. And then he'll shut up. All right. Every time he asks you a question, ask him about that. Every time he look at you, let's talk about that. Okay. Until it's done. You'll thank me later. Thank you, Portia Fox Sprinkle Sprinkle. How are you? Thanks for all you do. I was the person with the Dusty and the lawsuit. He won one of his cases, dropped money, and you have a BMW outside. So improvement for sure. Okay, ma'am. I know that's right, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm glad. Okay. Well, you got your money and got rid of the dust in one swoop. Awesome. Thanks for sharing it. Okay. Because look, who wants the dusty? Leave with more than you came in with always. Do you believe that you could be just friends with a guy? Yeah, if y'all aren't each other's type, for sure. Unless y'all get drunk, then all bets are off. With drunk people, anybody they type. So unless you are not each other's type, typically, you could be friends, especially if you're doing something constructive together, But if you are each other's type and you have a little alcohol, I don't know if it's gonna stay friends. It might get over to the next level. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It might. You never know. Okay. Okay, you don't neglect your skin and cover it up with makeup? Well, that's good. If you are natural beauty, wonderful. Skincare, spa days, whatever, great. A lot of ladies like to express themselves through makeup, though, because it's a little glam, So if that's not you, if like you're more like the clean girl aesthetic, great, fine, you're already married, nobody cares, As long as your husband like it, that's all that matter. But as long as you know how to put that makeup on, if you ever need to, that's also a thing. Okay, if you know how to put it on when you need to, girl, that's all that matters. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be able to go and do nice skin and nice makeup. Yeah, makeup is the cherry on top. That's right. Yes. So be able to have both. I mean, if you have the luxury of having a soft life, you should have some soft skin too, and some good makeup. What's the number one when it comes to level up mindset, looks, or the way you communicate? Your confidence is number one. Number one is your confidence. Okay? Because if you don't believe it, nobody else will. That's number one. That's number one. Your confidence has to be up there, all the way up. Okay? And then your mindset needs to be there. Because you can make yourself look good. All you need is wigs and makeup, skincare, some tweezers, But everything else needs to be there first, because you can make everything else. Period. Can you level up and do better when you okay? P-star, okay, and pictures are all of, yeah, you can level up and look totally different. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Nobody will ever recognize you if you level up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look, you can level up and level out. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Level up so hard nobody recognize you, girl. Then you won't have no problems. You said deny it too. So y'all, yeah, just blame it on people thinking y'all all look alike. Y'all always think people look alike. Y'all always think black people look alike. Y'all always think, That's what I do. When somebody comes up to me, are you? Sometimes when I don't feel like being bothered, they be like, "Are you SheraSeven?" No, you look just like her. You always think people look like people. Then they hear my voice and they know I'm lying. Then I'm like, "Girl, I'm just playing." Okay. You said blame AI. Exactly, girl. That's AI, ain't me. Exactly. You can do it. I think you're more paranoid than most people because they ain't looking at your face anyway, girl. Sprinkle. Not when they looking at that. Okay. You say you know a woman that was once that and now she's a psychiatrist. Okay, man. Sprinkle. Good for you. Good for her. Yes. Level up and level out. Mm-hmm. Or blame it on your twin sister that don't exist. I don't know. I did that when I was little. I did something bad and I blamed it on some people that look like me. I'm like, there's these people on the bus. This is when I was in elementary school. There's these people on the bus, and one of them looks just like me. And they're always confusing us as I made up a whole backstory to my mama, girl. I had the last covered since birth. Okay. But there's this girl that the teachers always confuse me with. They're calling me her name and my name, and like there was no other girl. It was just me. Because I was scared I was gonna get in trouble, right? So then I could just blame it on them, not on them mixing us up because and it worked. Sprinkle. You got to have the backstory though, with details and all of that. Okay. You said since birth. Yeah, I've been creative for a long time. Okay. Someone says your past don't define you if you change. Or if you level up, let it be your origin story or just don't talk about it. Who cares? How can I see more than two guys at once without getting caught? By being smart and dating on different sides of town and dating totally different types of men and switching your wig up and possibly going by another name. Okay? Just how men do it all the time. Okay, you know how men do it? That's how. Should you go on a date with this rich man even though I'm currently in the process of a separation and have a baby? Yeah, girl, go on a date. As long as the baby is safe somewhere with a trusted person, go on the date. It might give you the self-esteem and the ego boost that you need to get through whatever you're getting through. And you might be able to make a very smooth transition. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's good to have a roster, keep one in a corner. Okay. You might regret it if you don't. Make sure he's generous and a provider. And if he's not, don't waste no more time with him. After you figure it out. You said men do that every day. Exactly. Yeah, and don't tell him you go. I don't know if you've already told him you have a separation and a baby, but none of that is his business, and I wouldn't tell him nothing. If you already have, just don't talk about it and just focus on the dates and stuff. Okay. You said unless he's gonna pay for the lawyer. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I appreciate you. What's your name? Ella. Thank you, girl. Shira got me a provider. Listen to her. Okay, Sammy. I know that's right. Sprinkle. Go provider season. It's provider season. Y'all need to be finding them. Okay, Debbie. Thank you. You want to move in, but he want two female friends. What? But he lives with two female friends. Okay. First of all, Debbie, is this man rich and is this a mansion? Because if this is an apartment, you just wasted your money. Ask me this dumb question. Is this man rich? Does he have a west wing and an east wing? Like on that Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak song. Okay? Because if he's living with 2 other women and this man is not in no mansion, you already know my answer. Okay? Is this a mansion? Does it have gates and stuff? Is this man rich? Thank you, Taylor. You said glamour magic tips. Yeah, get up every day early and do your makeup and hair. And do that every day. Yes. And understand that you are the prize. And while you're doing your makeup, and speak positive words about your looks. I know I look good. Period. I'm finna look better each day. Highest tier to join meet and greet. The highest tier on there. VIP mail out tier. That's what it's called. It's the highest one. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle. It's the top one, the highest one on the Patreon. And then after that, message me and send me your email address. And I'll add you to the list to be invited to the virtual meet and greet. It's a virtual meet and greet. Okay. Say, why other women hate to see you doll yourself up and act and eat at a restaurant by yourself? Because they don't look good, baby. Now you're making them look like they got to go do better. Because other men are comparing you to them or them to you. Like, why don't you look good? You know? It's just because they don't want to have to put in no effort. And you making them look bad. That's all. Sprinkle. We don't care. It's not our problem. Maybe you should inspire them. Maybe they'll be inspired to look better tomorrow. And if they don't, they're just going to be mad. So, we can't really do nothing unless they want to do something. Okay. Women that want to downplay how you put yourself together and look good, it's because they don't want to do it. And they're afraid that if you come in there looking like that every day, they're just going to look terrible next to you. Thank you. I only asked because he asked if I was single, and technically I'm not still, and I haven't told. Don't tell him nothing. Just get his money. Sprinkle. Men do this all the time. All right. By the time he figured out, it's gonna be too late. You're gonna already have his money. You're gonna already be in love. Okay. You won't care. Sprinkle. And anyway, men always dating married women. They don't care. It might make them like you more. All right, believe me, it'll make him like you more. Just don't tell him, and if he finds out, it'll probably make him like you more. Okay, I'm not even joking. Okay, you said wicked but honest. That's the truth. They will. I'm serious. If a man thinks you're married and you've already been dating him and you've already gotten to know you and he's already given you money and he likes you and he's already thought about you and the future, he's gonna, like, you tell him you're married, he's gonna like you more. He ain't gonna leave. He's gonna be sad. He's gonna be trying to like get you to like, he's gonna be more in love actually. It's like some of y'all pick me just to live with married men. He's gonna be more in love when he found out you married. Because men always want what they can't have. Think about it. It's always a taboo thing. They always want what they can't have. Yeah, forbidden fruit. Da, da, da. Even if you ain't married, you could just lie and say you are. I don't know. Like some of y'all single women out there. See if it works. Experiment with your roster. Can I still get a provider even though you're FAT? Should I lose weight first? It depends on what type of provider you want and what you looking like now. Because you can lose weight along the way, and you can still date, and you can see the type of men that will, do the most for you versus the ones that won't, depending on, what you're doing as far as, weight loss. But it's good to see the journey because you can see how men are. Like literally, you can see how men treat you at this weight versus whatever weight you're trying to get to. And it will motivate you to do better and keep going. If you're constantly dating, you'll have something to get dressed for, something to do your makeup for, something to, whatever, because you're going to see how you're improving your options each time. And each time, like you go out, if you're on your weight loss journey and your options steadily improve, and then all of a sudden you're going to be like, dang, now I'm pulling millionaires. You're like, I know it's worth it, but still date the other ones until you get there, because it's going to push you to the next level. If you're just sitting in your house saying, I'll start tomorrow, you'll never start. So get out there now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're so quick with the answers today. I can't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for your knowledge, gorgeous. Thank you, Emily. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you, girl. Okay. Do you mostly drink coffee when you go out versus home? I drink it both. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I got coffee at home and I get it outside. So, why? You got a coffee company, girl? I drink water because, so the thing is, when you drink coffee is a diuretic naturally, so it will dehydrate you. So you must drink water before and after coffee. So every time y'all see me, I got my coffee in the morning. I've already drank some water when I woke up. Then when I'm on my lives, most of the time, I'm either finishing up my coffee or I'm drinking my water. Okay? So you got to drink water if you're going to drink coffee. So coffee is also an appetite suppressant. Yes, it is. So I drink my coffee in the morning. I rarely do breakfast, maybe every once in a while, but I'll do my coffee as my breakfast. Okay, I might have a snack. I don't really do lunch, and then I'll eat dinner. Okay. That's what I do. I didn't gain a few pounds because I started eating lunch. So I got to get back down. A few more pounds. Shira, have you always mocked? What? Friends have always mocked you for not sleeping around or drinking, being out of control. Words encouragement. Thanks, Shira. You don't drink, you don't sleep around, you're a bad person. Is that what they tell you? You need to do more. You need to see what's out there. I mean, there's nothing you can really say to them if you don't value their opinion. If you don't want to live like that, that's up to you. I mean, I would say, like, if you're the type of person that doesn't want to drink or sleep around, that's your prerogative. You should say, well, I'm so sorry that we don't share the same values. In 5 years from now, we're going to see where we end up, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just always talk about 5 years from now, girl. It's like, well, you know what? I have a 5-year plan and it doesn't include any of those things. So, we'll see where we each are in 5 years. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But do you, boo? Do you? Tell them to do them. How you do it? Y'all meet online and okay. You want to know about the meet and greet, virtual meet and greet? Okay, so if you're you got to join the Patreon, the top tier, the highest one. You also get a handwritten letter each month, like a handwritten card from me each month. You get access to all the PDFs and the books and all the stuff in the group, right? And you also get the ability meet and greet, which means, so this is how it works. I already posted the date that I'm going to do the virtual meet and greet. It's already on the Patreon. And if you are the highest tier, which is the VIP mail out tier, you will message me on the Patreon, because there's a place where you can message me directly. And you will say, hey, I want to be invited to the virtual meet and greet, but you got to be on the highest tier because that's the only way you qualify. And I say, fine, send me your email. And you will send me your email address. And I will send you an invite with the link to the virtual meet and greet. And then 15 minutes before we start on the day of the virtual meet and greet, and you will click on it. And guess what? A camera is going to pop up and a microphone thing is going to pop up, and you can click on it and your face is going to show up and your mic is going to be on and I'm going to be there and we're going to be like, hey, and it's going to be some other girls that are on the Patreon that are also part of the virtual meet and greet. I'm going to try to keep it at a minimum number, maybe like 7 or less. And then if there's more than that that want to be invited, I'll do another one, maybe like the next week or the next day. Okay. So that's how it works. And it's only for 1 hour. The virtual meet and greets are only for 1 hour. Probably do them through Google Meet. And so you got to be on time, or else, you're not going to have as much time as you could, because they only last for 1 hour. All right. That's the details of that. And my Patreon link is in the description bar. Okay. And also I'm going to link it here as well. Make sure you join the top tier if you want to be invited to the virtual meet and greet. Now you can, yeah, you're going to get that letter every month, and you have access to all of the Patreon, and you can change tiers at any time. So like, let's say you just join 1 month at the highest tier, and you do the virtual meet and greet, and you say, okay, well, I want to go back down to tier, 3, 2, or 1. You can do that. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you stay a member for 3 consecutive months, you get a little thank you prize in the mail. Okay. Thank you. They're not going to be on YouTube. They're going to be private meetings, private virtual meet and greets with a group of girls. Yeah. Invite only, darling. We had one before, and it was nice. Thank you, Rosette. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you. Okay. So yes, we can level up and do better. And in the last virtual meet and greet, a lot of the girls talked to each other about, like, gave their input as well, which was, a lot of it was really good, and a lot of insight was shared there. Your boyfriend, okay, Jazz says her boyfriend broke up with her because she spent too much of his money. Did I do something wrong? No, girl, he just didn't have enough money for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're with a man and he don't have enough money to fund your lifestyle, you need a roster. You need another one that has money, or you need one that has enough money for you. Okay, because some of y'all are spending guys' money that ain't got it like that. And y'all don't realize that's what the roster is for sometimes, because your man ain't got the deep pockets that you want. So, for example, if you have a boyfriend and he don't make a lot of money, and you spending all his money, he's going to be like, it's either her or the money. It's either her or the money, and he can't possibly make more. So if he's not rich, he's going to let you go. That's why you need to split it up between other guys, because a lot of times, like, you don't have to sleep with these guys. You just have to be like, okay, they got money. They want to spend money. They want You got to do that. And if a man who you're claiming to be your boyfriend, if they can't do everything you want them to do for you, that's not your husband. You don't really owe them your entire life. You know what I mean? So you got to keep them options open and understand, if he's unable to provide the lifestyle that you want, then he's temporary anyway. So, and I always tell women, look, if you're getting a man's money, you need to be investing in yourself and starting a business anyway. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So leveling up so you can get better. Okay. Now, y'all can level up on any budget. It doesn't take a lot of money to level up, as long as you're putting in effort and energy and work. I've seen women with less that look better than women with more. Okay. I've seen it. I see it every day online. I see women with less look better than women with more. Why? Because they put it in that effort. They're developing their skills on how to level up. They have high confidence. They don't wear the clothes. They don't let the clothes wear them. They wear the clothes. You know what I mean? So it's all about how you put things together, how much effort and energy you put into what you do, and how you look. It's not all about money. It's not all about designer clothes and high-end makeup. You can have the same type of look with drugstore makeup, online store chains, and or even thrift. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but you do have to put in a lot of effort. You understand? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You do got to put in a lot of effort. That's the difference. Sometimes people mistake money as putting in effort, because you can have someone that has a lot of money that looks a hot mess. Like, they could be in designer head to toe with no style at all. They could be wearing like expensive lipstick, but you would never know because it looks like, they didn't put it on right. I don't know. But at the same time, you could have someone that has cheap drugstore makeup, because that ain't even cheap no more. Drugstore makeup is not cheap anymore, but it is, it's lower priced. You could have someone in a Shein or a Temu outfit that's looking better than the next chick with the designer on. So it's about how you put it together, how confident you are. And, it has nothing to do with any of that. And plus, when you get a man that has money, he's going to level you up anyway, financially, and you can buy whatever you want. Thank you, Charla. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for the super sticker. Okay, 34, you want a family of 5. Should I rush to get married? Girl, I don't care why do y'all always consider what these men want? Just tell them yes and then say no. Okay. Yeah, I have your 5 kids. Just kidding. I only meant 2. Okay. If you make it so hectic that he don't want no more kids, don't be his piece. You're like, no, that's enough. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to learn how to make stuff work for real. Because if a man says, oh, I want you to have 5 kids. Okay. 2 kids going to be quite enough. Watch. Because I'm going to have him go run in there and scream at daddy. He's watching football right now. Go over there and scream. Here goes some pots and pans and some spoons. Bang them together. He ain't going to want no more kids. Throw your dirty diaper at him. Okay. Hey. Yes, tell him, Shira. Okay, David in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How are you, David? Are you the David from Instagram? He be dressing y'all. Thank you, David. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He wants me to travel to Tulum with him. He'll pay for your flight until I'm there, and for all the trip. He's rushing me, and I don't know to go. Girl, if a man is rushing you, he's rushing you in to rush you out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I understand it. You just the arm candy, and when you get back, you might not even know him anymore when you get back. So remember, when they rush you in, it's only to rush you out. The best thing to do is let him take some other chick, and when he gets back, he'll be back for you, and you can have your re-entry fee. Now, if you really want to go, make it about the trip yourself, the hair, the makeup, the opportunity to take pictures, and don't make it about him, because he ain't gonna be around after that. Okay, so what you want, it's up to you. You know what's gonna happen if you go. You know what's gonna happen if you don't go. He'll circle the block and come back again. You get some more money out of him. If you go, you might not see him no more after. It's up to you. He's going to take somebody else if you don't go. But at the same time, he'll be back with some money when he realizes that didn't work on you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's all about choices and what you want to do. See, if you had a roster, be easy decision now, wouldn't it? It's an easier decision if you had a roster. You said make them buy you stuff on a trip. Yep. Make them buy you stuff prior to the trip as well. Make them spend money prior to the trip. A lot of money. You see, a man tries to cloud your judgment by rushing you, making you think you're going to lose out. Some other woman's going to take your place. But if he wanted you in his life long term, he wouldn't rush you on a thing. He would be like, okay, well, I'm just going to go on the trip and I'll see you when I get back. If he's trying to rush you on the trip, he's trying to cloud your judgment to make you say yes, to make you do stuff that you wouldn't normally do if you weren't being rushed. Men like that are rushing you in to rush you out. Remember that, I'm telling y'all. But if you don't care and you just want the trip for your own personal experience, then use him and rush him out before he can rush you out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Take other pictures, tag people, you know, do what you got to do, and then rush him out as you're done. Okay, because it's all about what you want in life. If you want that man to stick around and he's rushing you, don't go. If you don't care and you can dismiss him faster because you actually have a roster, when you get back, you'll have other sponsors and whatever. Great, do what you got to do. You got options these days. He said, a rich man asked me which brands I'm wearing. Why do you think? Because he want to see if he can upgrade you and have you rocking purple labels. Okay? He want to take you from black label to purple label. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No, no. Okay. Okay, name the most expensive thing that you need to have on is your perfume. You could lie about the labels. Lie about the labels, but the most expensive thing that you own or have on should be your perfume because he could upgrade everything else. Okay. But most people spend money on perfume, right? Or they can get a little bottle and say they got on some like Tom Ford or whatever. But just say, oh, I'm wearing this. I'm wearing that. Keep it like in the middle, like, oh, I'm wearing J. Crew. He can level you up to Ralph Lauren. If you wearing Ralph Lauren, he can level you up to something else like Tory Burch or, Louis Vuitton or Chanel. Just start lower so they have room to level you up. Don't wear your expensive brands unless they buy them for you.